Healthcare Reform and Employment Law, an interview with Gabriela Morales, a presentation by Shakar J. Mosby. I do want to start by apologizing for my apparent tardiness with this assignment. It has been a very rough week for me. COVID has affected my job. A lot of the managers are out. One is out with COVID, and another wasn't sure if she had COVID, so she has been out awaiting her test results. So unfortunately, I have had to pick up the slack as the third assistant manager. So I've been working open to close shift. So it has been just a tough week for me. So I do apologize. So I want to start by saying that healthcare reform. What is it? In short, the point of healthcare reform is always influenced with the intentions to broaden the coverage of care to the population. Employment law, how it affects and regulates HR management. As a manager, in specific an HR manager, it is important to be aware of employee laws and regulations. Our text mentions the Act of 1964 as being a strong, influential structure in which HR management operates. It is the 1964 Civil Rights Act. This act prohibits discrimination in any terms, conditions, or privileges of employment. In this section, I'm going to be introducing my interviewee, Gabriela. Due to COVID, it has been very difficult for me also to find an appropriate interviewee. Though Gabriela does not have healthcare HR management experience, she does have healthcare experience and is currently employed as a patient care assistant. I figured she would be a great interviewee in examining her experience as an employee with employment laws and regulations. This is going to be the beginning of the interview. So the first question that I asked is, are you aware of your current employment's employee laws and regulations? She replied, I am aware of their confidentiality policies and their equal employment policies. Also, with their harassment, they protect us from any type of abuse from our patients. The second question I decided to ask her is, do you believe that your current management staff or team is sufficient in complying with employee laws and regulations? She replied, yes, I have been in situations where our rules and regulations have been taken place immediately to protect their employees. Question number 3 that I decided to ask is, do you believe that your management could be improved in the transparency that they have with their employees? She replied, there are always ways to improve, but one main thing my management has is communication with their employees, always seeking ways to compromise with us and keep us happy. I want to start by saying that I believe that Gabriela has a great human resource management team and that they do a great job in being open and transparent with their employees. These are all great qualities to have in running a healthcare facility. Though I cannot provide the perspective of an HR manager, I hope that her responses provide an idea of the environment in which she is employed. Employee law and regulation. As an HR manager, it is of great importance to be familiar with employee laws and regulations. It provides the essentials in establishing a great work environment to employees, as well as aids in prevention of any laws from being broken. Analyzing Gabriela's responses really opened my eyes of how impactful transparency with such rules, laws, and regulations are in establishing employee happiness and satisfaction. This is going to be my closing slide. I really wanted to bring a biblical reference in to set the tone of the presentation. 2 Timothy 2:15, English Standard Version. Do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who has no need to be ashamed, rightly handling the word of truth. It is our responsibilities to be aware of and to comply with these laws. They protect the employees and they are of great importance to the facility, resulting in being of great importance to the public as our employees are the ones who are going to be taking care of the people, managers need to be equipped with the necessary tools to protect their employees and the integrity of their company, a company that helps and protects the people. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.